Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Saturday Night InSaNiTy. Hi, wall. Actually, bookshelf. Hi, how's it going? There. Oh, apparently there's a UFO in my corner. Awesome. Let's bring the boys in here. Hey, boys, how's it going?
Hi.
Hi. I have to pee.
Of course you do. Now, continue, Eric.
Well, the fact that EA removed the pay-to-win part of Battlefront 2
Did they finally cave all the way in?
all the way in.
Sounds like it, yeah.
They completely removed all microtransactions from Battlefront 2.
Good.
It's like, oh shit, we're gonna lose
Now,
a lot
they
of money.
didn't say they were going to remove it permanently. What they were going to do is, if you read the official statement, it says that they are going to go back and they are going to reassess the microtransactions and how they work. And they will be implemented in a, they said in a later update, in a later down the line, they will reintroduce it again.
Don't need it. It's not that hard. Just make all the good ones. Just cosmetics. Just the stuff like sounds and attires and things like that. The shit that doesn't matter. And all the stuff that you could pay to win, you can take that out and put that as achievement based.
I think what they need to do is take a page from Destiny 2.
Sure,
Destiny 2,
that one's good too.
That one did it perfectly. They have a system called where you can buy this stuff called silver, and it buys purely cosmetic items.
There you go. That's what
Stuff
Overwatch
like,
is. Some loot box.
Overwatch with their loot boxes.
Exactly.
It's all cosmetic items.
Don't have any kind of pay to win. It's so simple. It's so simple that a 10-year-old could probably figure it out.
Yeah. Now, the other thing they need to fix is not locking away some of their basic heroes behind a 40+ hour paywall or playwall.
No, I don't care. If everyone has to earn that fucking, and you don't have to buy, you can't pay for it. If it's earned instead of pay, and everyone has to spend 40 hours of the time getting it, I'm fine. I'm fine with 40 hours. If they want to make it long, that's their choice. You know?
Yeah, I mean,
as long as it's not pay to win,
on that one. For me, it personally annoys me that they locked like people like Darth Vader.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. If you pay money to unlock something, that's pay to win. That's not okay.
Yeah.
Now you have an advantage over people. You have to earn all that stuff.
Yeah, well, just the fact that you have to.
If they want to really hard to earn Darth Vader, that's fine.
They did the math apparently, and the absolute minimum amount of gameplay, with not investing the star cards and
assuming you got good loot box draws.
Yeah, and assuming you got good loot drops.
I remember
like that.
Yeah,
they said the absolute minimum amount of time would be 40 hours to just unlock one hero and not have him be upgraded in any way, shape, and form.
Yeah, well, to be fair,
I think that's a little much, especially because you're going to be putting that shit into other things.
But to be fair, you will be getting upgrades while you're leveling up the money to get the coins to get Darth Vader. You could actually get upgrades for Darth Vader before you get him. You just can't use them until
you get him.
So you may actually, by the time you get Vader unlocked, you might actually have some upgrades. But you're right. You're talking about on a bad luck draw, and a bare minimum, and a vacuum. It takes this long, and it's not okay for it to be bought by. If it takes everyone that long, that's fine. But if you pay money in any shape or way to get an advantage, be it by character or advancement, character.
I wouldn't have a problem with that time. Again, I don't know this because I don't own the game. I haven't played it. If you can earn that loot playing the single player.
Yeah.
Now, if you could do that playing the single player, I have absolutely no problem with it.
If I can grind,
I guarantee you, I know people. Yeah, I know people for a fact who will play that campaign over and over and over again for 40+ hours to grind to get their favorite heroes.
Yeah.
But the fact that, or the unknown fact, I'm not sure.
Yeah, right.
If it's only earned via online play, I do think 40 hours is a little much for playing 10-minute matches at a time for 40 fucking hours to unlock one character.
I've used to put that in Overwatch, but the difference is it's not pay to win. Everyone's balanced equally against each other, or attempted to at least.
So I mean, like, I think
Christ Warrior, like, it's crazy.
If they had to map it out, it should maybe be like 10 hours or something like that just to unlock the hero. And then however the luck of the draw to get perks for the hero.
Did you see the new character, Eric, for Overwatch, Moira?
Oh yeah, I've seen her.
Oh, dude.
I think I made comments on her.
OP as fuck, dude.
I think I made a lot of comments on her, calling her something like.
Hey, is she hot?
No, she's old.
Oh.
It depends. No, if you like MILFs, maybe.
See, I just like
a little wrinkly.
I just like to say I've never played Overwatch, but some of the best 3D Rule 34 porn I've ever seen has been based on it.
Mostly Tracer, but
yeah.
it may.
There's a lot of Mercy as well, actually.
Yes, that's true. There's
A lot of Mercy and a lot of Widowmaker.
And a fair amount of Diva,
yes.
actually.
That's the only way I know the characters is through the porn.
It's a really fun game if you can get a group to play with. If you're doing it, can kind of tedious.
Yeah, it is.
Someone told me about and showed me, but I didn't look for very long.
And Eric and I are fucking terrible at the game, so we're like, we're potato shit. And we get
yeah. I always like to openly announce to the team that I am probably going to cheese this match.
So I'm ready for whatever tonight's bitch session is. I've got my cheesecake.
Yay!
Strawberry cheesecake drizzled with strawberry sundae syrup.
Oh, strawberry.
I got nuts.
I got nuts too.
Mixed nuts.
I might grab my nuts later.
Oh.
That's just a bunch of
then
nuts.
I'll nibble on my nuts.
You're gonna love my nuts. Well, here's something that's kind of interesting.
Did you know? Hold on, Vince Offer, the guy who did that. Did you know he's actually one of my subscribers?
I don't really think it's him.
So random. The real, actual Vince Offer is subscribed to me. Totally him. Totally legit.
So totally legit from prison.
Mm-hmm. He actually got out of prison and he was trying to do some other shit, but it didn't take off anywhere near as much as the other things he did.
Yeah, the slap shop and the sham wow.
That's right.
Because them's high quality products.
Hell yeah!
Wait, who was in prison?
The guy, the sham wow guy, and the
Oh, right.
Vince
no,
Offer.
not because he beat up a prostitute, because he got beat up by a prostitute.
That's because he laid his hands inappropriately upon the woman, and she did not want any of it.
And she beat the ever-living piss out of him.
Rightfully so.
His mugshots were fucking hilarious. He had like a fat lip and a black eye.
I remember that. Well,
I have never seen... Dude, that black eye looks so perfect. It looks fake as fuck. I'm like...
At least you know it would have been easy to clean up the bloody mess afterwards with a shampoo.
I didn't think you were going to go that way with it. All right, good.
If you get beaten up by a prostitute, this is your towel.
Don't let her put your nuts in the in the slap chop.
See, she didn't love my nuts.
She didn't love my nuts.
See, he could have totally had a comeback if he just embraced that opportunity.
That right there is the caption for the mugshot. She didn't love my nuts.
The black eye is such a perfect black eye. It looks like a movie special effect. It's like, wow, she hit him perfect. Like, boom.
She just had impeccable aim from years of prostitution experience.
Someone get that lady on a fucking Olympic boxing team or something. She'll knock some motherfuckers out.
Bitch, you got knocked the fuck out.
That's right. Exactly what you say when you knock someone out. You stand over them and yell that and you walk away.
Yep.
So, lots of things happened this week, right?
Probably.
No.
I don't know. Did they?
Wait, but guys, The Rock's gonna fight giant monsters.
Yes, we got the Rampage trailer.
But
and it's awesome.
It's The Rock fighting giant monsters. I can't wait.
Just ridiculously stupid and fun, the way it should be.
I don't believe that trailer because I don't believe in such a thing as a good
same way
video game movie.
It is ridiculously stupid and a hell of a lot of fun.
I mean, we already had Mortal Kombat, which was the best video game movie ever. So I'm just gonna put Vince Offer's mugshot over all of you. There you go. You are now Vince Offer.
I guess is that black? He doesn't really have a big black eye. I take it back.
I thought he did.
Yeah, I thought he did. Huh.
The funny thing is,
she didn't love his nuts, right? I mean,
the funny thing is,
it looks like she hated his nuts.
Hold on. You think his face is crooked and swollen and disfigured from the beating, but that's actually what he looks like. He's just a little dirty.
Yeah, I know. No, he's a little bloody in the face. His mouth is a little swollen.
No, bit of a fat lip.
Mouth at least.
Yeah. It's one of those. What is it?
His right lip, the bottom right side of his lip, that's swollen from he's been punched there.
Where you swear up and down. It's so vividly you swear that something was one way when it's
whole face. Sorry. Swole face. His face got swole.
Got swole.
I think my favorite thing to be announced all week was Criterion.
Oh my God! They announced Night of the Living Dead, guys.
I know. I was at work when I saw it, and
Yes.
people looked at me funny when I yelled "yes" out loud.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, awesome! And I was like, what?
I saw it soon as it hit, and I went and slated $30 budget, like buy the damn thing.
So I ran and I showed the only person that I know that I work with who would actually care. You know?
See, there you go. That's what he looks like normally.
Also, that's the lamps.
Yeah.
God, he just has a face that you want to slap.
If you want to slap, chop it.
So, they also Criterion also announced Silence of the Lambs. That's coming too.
That I was more happy about, honestly.
What?
The reason being, I was disappointed that I had paid for the Mill Creek version of Night of the Living Dead.
I was going to say, it looks.
Again.
I think we were all going to do that. I actually kept waffling on it, and now I'm glad I waffled.
Yeah, but to be fair, I paid like $7. Like I didn't break my bank, and I don't have a problem giving money to Mill Creek.
I know we've been speculating about Criterion getting it for the longest time. I did not expect it to be so soon after the Mill Creek release, though.
Right. So long ago.
I bet you they rushed it out the door too.
It honestly the Criterion needed to happen before the Blu-ray got released.
The
first Blu-ray remaster.
It looks
that
like
should have been the Criterion.
It looks like a lot of the archival extras have been ported over as well. I know at least we're getting the 2 commentary tracks, which is good.
We're not getting anything from the Miramax release, so keep that. I think some stuff from the Millennium Edition is not.
You know, the commentaries are from the Millennium Edition. I know that.
Yes, I just think it's some of the other stuff.
And I jabbed the fork into my mouth.
But
it's because Cass appeared, so it made me accident prone.
There's a bunch of new special features, so I'm gonna guess that whatever wasn't ported over is probably gonna get recovered in their new stuff. That's generally what these companies do. Is when they know they can't get the special features, they try to make the special features
like something similar.
The same stuff.
Covers the same ground, you know.
Yeah, so you at least get
drip pop onto my foot.
Awesome. And I made
Wow.
accident prone.
You're just having a great day, Cass.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my computer just randomly reset right before the thing was about to start.
Yeah.
So this week I finally finished the main captures of all the old 90s videos. Just chopping up the last few of them into clips. And then it's pretty much done, other than whenever I happen across random tapes of bits and pieces that fit in between the gaps. But for the most part, it's all done. So now, back to editing. More retro videos.
Yay.
I was gonna say I watched your
Can be a lot.
the re-upload, the extended cut.
The extended cut of The Quest for Blank Tapes.
Yep.
Safeway, circa 1990.
1990. I look back at that video and I go, in that world, in that video, over in the United States, there's me and I'm 3.
Little 3-year-old Eric. He's so cute. Probably.
Probably.
This can turn me up a little.
What I liked, I'm gonna sit and watch the whole thing at some point for sure, but I just sort of skipped ahead a little bit just to see the part of the bit in the grocery store.
Oh yes.
And I liked how at one point you're explaining to Mindy, like, make sure you're watching where you're pointing the camera. She's like, yeah. Meanwhile, she's like filming the floor.
I know. This was what it was like trying to train her to be my camera person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. And she's like filming your feet walking through the thing.
That's right.
Yeah. It's like, I've noticed actually there's been a few Mindy moments like that where it's just the universe just seems to like get one on her or something.
Yeah.
Like the other one I liked was I was rewatching the other night, The Night of Terror.
Oh yes.
Which I was watching right before bed for some reason. I don't know why the hell I did that to myself.
Good one.
Like, yeah, this is
Don't
a
do
nice
that.
claustrophobic thing to watch right before I go to sleep.
That's right.
It's cozy.
But I like the part where you were saying the police had arrived or something, and she's like, well, "Where the hell are they then?" Cue the cop walking right by the window. Like 2 seconds later,
right there. Too funny.
Yes. Funny.
Great. I'm glad you think it is funny.
Hilarious.
So did anything else happen this week? I guess that was it. Well, good night, everybody.
Amazon officially
penis.
Lord of the Rings TV series.
You were on the Lord of the Rings TV series? Excellent. Are you going to
announce a Lord of the Rings related TV series? It's going to take place before Lord of the Rings, so it's technically a Silmarillion show, but they couldn't call it Silmarillion because the average person doesn't know what the fuck that means.
The Silmarillion? No, they wouldn't know. But now a lot of people are confused who obviously did not read the articles accompanying the headlines. It's like, oh, I don't think they should do a remake. It's always going to be those characters and those actors for me. It's not.
My favorite part was everyone was making that stupid meme. It's Lord of the Rings, but with fucking. I'm like, no.
It's not Game of the Rings.
Probably just me a little gory. That's about it.
Yeah,
Lord of the Throne.
But, well, and to be fair, if they're going to be covering the early years of Middle-earth, then yes, that was a very violent, tumultuous time.
They had to cut off at least 2 people's heads, so, I mean...
But the thing is like, I saw one person saying, who shall remain nameless, basically saying, so they're doing a Lord of the Rings prequel thing, because we all know how good prequels work. To which I replied, dude, there is literally like 15 books of material they could adapt.
Also, thousands of years before the movies that's currently. So.
There's literally thousands of years worth of lore.
The only problem you're going to have weird thing is not seeing Hugo Weaving being young when he's supposed to be 1,000 years younger.
Yes. They might recast Elrond.
I like that. I like that comment.
I hope they get something that is very similar in face, you know?
Yeah.
I like that comment, too, where he goes, and we all know how prequels work.
Yeah.
I go, yeah, because, the Hobbit movies were just fucking terrible.
Oh, people hate those.
Yeah, right.
Lots of people hate those.
They do, because they're dumb. But
yeah,
whatever.
But even in the Hobbit movies, they tried to cover some material that was not in the book, but was in some of the other books that filled in, like, in between years and stuff.
They also
that was my dad's ultimate question.
Manufactured
when we got done watching the first one, because he's thoroughly read through the Hobbit in its entirety, so he was kind of more just reminiscing about the characters and stuff like that. He was kind of getting a little confused when we got to the Desolation of Smaug. Like, where do they skip in where at what point do they jump into the story at this point? He said that was a little hard to follow.
Yeah.
Jumping from movie to movie, on where and how far they jumped in the book.
Yeah.
That was really, and he goes, and there were some creative liberties.
I think they shuffled some things around, and they definitely added some stuff to tie it in a little bit more with the Lord of the Rings movies. Like, I know, like, all the stuff with Legolas, for example, I'm pretty sure was not in the book, but who cares, because it was Legolas, and it was fun. And it was great to see What's-His-Nuts back as Legolas. But
it was neat to see Legolas as somewhat of a villain.
Yeah, kind of like he hadn't quite warmed up to them.
Right.
Yeah.
He was still very much a protector of the village and you know, end of the crown and all that kind of stuff. It was he hadn't.
Well, the elves didn't really want anything to do with the other races at that point either.
Oh yeah, that was their whole thing. That was the, you know, let them all die. You know, we'll just kind of
we'll just hang back here. And we'll be just fine. Yeah, but no, I liked that. I mean, and even in the Lord of the Rings trilogy, they added a lot of stuff and swapped things around, changed things. You know, they had it, and they structured it slightly differently. So it's not just, okay, we're going to follow the hobbits for 4 hours, and now we're going to see what everyone else was doing for the next 4 hours. But no, they juxtapose the things back and forth because those events are actually happening simultaneously. So let's go back and forth and see what everybody's doing wherever they are, and makes it more interesting and mixes things up a little more.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
But the book is structured a lot differently in terms of that.
Oh, yeah, because it's a book.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can just... I'm getting bored. I'll read some more later.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but, yeah, for my dad, who's a pretty cynical critic when it comes to movies, he got...
Yeah.
2 wholehearted thumbs up, saying it was pretty faithful to the book. He would put it, if he were someone who bought movies like I do, you know, he would put that next to his copy of The Hobbit.
Yeah. Rose loved it. I mean, we went. I missed the first one in theaters, so I got the Blu-ray. We watched it right, and then the second one came out shortly after. Of course, that's how they timed them. So I was like, well, let's watch the first one, then we'll go see the second one. So we went to see the second one. I think it was the same day, actually. We watched the first one and then went to see the second one in the theater in high frame rate 3D, and it was amazing. And she loves 3D. Like, she really enjoys it and always wants us to see the 3D version if there is one. And she agreed with my assessment. It was like the 3D in that was so damn good, it felt like you were there. And I don't get people's criticism of the high frame rate. Oh, it looks like a sitcom. Fuck you. No, it doesn't. It looks like you're in Middle Earth. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. And, yeah, and then sadly we missed the high frame rate showing of the third one. We were a little late to get to that one, but we did see it in 3D at least, 24 frames per second, and that was pretty awesome too. But
I do hate the way that looks when things are... It just feels like the video is running too quickly or something. You know what I mean?
the high frame rate.
My dad actually also doesn't really like 60 or 48 frames or 60 frames per second video.
Yeah.
He goes, he doesn't want to see it in movies or TV shows because it's too real.
Yeah.
He goes, you lose the immersion of, you know, that look of it being a movie.
Well, in terms of the 60 frames per second, it's actually very similar to the way TV used to be, where it would be 30 frames, but it was 60 fields interlaced. So essentially, you're getting 60 half images per second. So the only difference is now video technology has progressed to the point where we can do that progressively. So you get 60 true full frames per second. So you're basically getting what NTSC was always wishing it could do.
I can play Overwatch at 73 frames a second.
Crazy.
It still disturbs me, though.
I still 4K, I can do 100 plus.
Does it make you feel uncomfortable, Stout?
Yeah, it does.
It makes it want to fall over.
This is too real.
But it's like
Too real.
I'm used to seeing movies in 24 frames per second, right?
Yeah.
And that to me creates a sort of illusion to the way that it looks, because it almost looks like it's real, but it's not super real, because if it was super real...
It's written into your head that this is how a movie is supposed to look.
Well, no,
exactly.
Here's the thing. Digital video is what you're thinking of. That's what's making that. The thing is, film is the illusion of movement. It's 24 still frames a second.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Depicting the past of time. It's not the same as video. Video is raw and like live. It's not the same thing. That's why like found footage films are so much more visceral sometimes, because you're like, it feels like you're right there, you know.
Yeah.
Where film, it's like it's different. You connect emotionally differently to it.
Well, part of it, just on a purely, you know, sort of visual and the way the brain works level, is you're seeing 24 frames per second, and then in between each frame, it's basically black. So your brain is forced to fill in the blanks a lot more with that, because so one might argue that it engages the brain more and basically forces the viewer to use his imagination a little bit more than something with a higher frame rate where it just kind of fills in those blanks for you. So that's kind of my theory on it anyway.
Yeah,
But,
I mean,
I don't know.
The easiest way to view what we're talking about actually is you can go back and watch a couple old Twilight Zone episodes.
Oh, yeah.
One of them is The Lateness of the Hour.
Mm-hmm.
That one was shot on what was at the time television production tape.
They did a few episodes on video. I remember that.
Yeah.
To try to
so
cut
it has
costs.
that 60 frame interlaced.
Yeah.
And where what I always like to call it is where the flashlights magically become black holes.
That's due to the types of innards that cameras had back then. That's the vacuum tube effect.
Yeah, that one also is old
Free Oreo
video of the Beatles playing on stage. Every time the light would reflect off their guitars or something like that, it'd be just like this black hole that would appear.
You just kind of suck all the it's this weird kind of artifact that's only with those old types of video cameras. And then with newer cameras, it's all digital. I mean, even in the 80s and 90s, like cameras were starting to use digital processors for the image, so it was more, I don't know, it could handle strange artifacts like that.
Yeah, the lateness of the hour from that's episode. Actually, it's a really early one. It's only episode 20 of Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
March 10th, 1961. There's The Whole Truth. Night of the Meek. 22. And Long Distance Call.
Yeah, I think it's just
those
5 episodes?
Those are the only 4 or 5 that were ever filmed on that production tape.
Yeah, because I think
all the other ones were filmed on the 35 millimeter.
On 35 millimeter, which is why they look fantastic on Blu-ray now, because they went back to the film prints. But the I don't know if I've actually seen any of the 5 video episodes. So I remember they did that at the time to basically just try to cut production costs a bit, but I think it was much like your assessment there, is they just didn't like the way it looked. So it's like, let's go back to
really
film.
Weird looking.
This is not as good, so let's go back to film.
And the only reason actually that these 5 episodes were filmed on production tape is because these were also the only 5 episodes that were filmed on a Hollywood soundstage.
Ah, okay.
It's because they were filmed in a very specific location, and they needed to be filmed out quickly, so that. So they used what they had on hand, and it just happened to be these tapes.
Right.
So yeah, those 5, and the only reason I know this, especially the one I watched, was The Lateness of the Hour. Was I was watching MeTV like 4 or 5 years ago, and I ran across it. They just happened to air that episode, and I was watching it, and it looked like one of the old Doctor Who season 1 episodes we watched.
Yeah, it's got that old style video.
That old look to it. I'm like, wow, this looks. I called my dad over. I go, this looks really smooth. Is it just me? He goes, yeah, it looks kind of weird. And so that's when we Google searched it and we discovered that.
Found out. Oh. That's one.
But this is one of the only 5 episodes.
Yeah.
The more you know.
The more you know.
Cue the radio. Like when I'm watching something downstairs, my sister-in-law always has the setting on her TV because you gotta have all the best settings on your new TV, right?
Crank up that DNR and motion smoothing.
She always has the motion smoothing and the 60 frames per second on fucking everything.
Great.
And it's just like
it causes that weird jitteriness.
It creates a very weird scenario where it really feels like the illusion where I thought that I was just seeing I could have believed that I was seeing somebody living out their life or whatever, the story that's being told. Suddenly, I'm much more aware that I'm watching actors on the screen.
I've noticed that.
You know that in the back of your head, but it comes to the front.
That's very true. That was something that I always noticed as well, and you described it perfectly. That video versus film. Like on film, I almost want to say bad acting is a little more passable there because it doesn't seem as bad somehow. But then you see bad acting on video, and it's just like, wow, that guy's a bad actor, and it just really comes to the forefront.
I don't know, man. I've seen some fucking bad goddamn movie shot on film. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah,
The difference between a bad movie shot on film and a bad movie shot on video is it feels like the one shot on film are done by people who are trying really hard to make something good and it sucks, usually. Usually,
they're doing it on film, so they should have known better and acted more better.
But man, I saw this film called Teddy Bomb, and it's like a shot on video by a bunch of 18-year-olds, and it was like great, and it was great. I mean, it was super low budget, and there were so many like issues, like nobody could act. There were shadows everywhere. I saw a boom mic. I saw what looked like a boom mic. I think they had a boom mic. I think it's just something that was just dropped in a shot.
Yeah, a microphone on a stick.
Yeah, basically, it's some fucking. It's no joke. Like just a microphone, and like it doesn't matter because it's really entertaining because there's so much heart and effort put into this fucking movie.
Yeah,
and that's missing from a lot, from Sharknado, which is shot on video too, by the way. Like
is
that.
It really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, all of them. They're all digital video. They've got a film filter on them. That's why they look
okay. Gotcha.
high budget film filter.
Yeah.
When you're talking about the boom mic appearing, I'm just remembering Trailer Park Boys. He's like, "Hey, can you hear me? I need a hand here."
Oh yeah.
It's all like distorted because he's like
screaming into the mic.
You're like, "Oh God!"
What was great about that was that just helped to add to the sort of meta reality of it too, because that was the actual mic they were using to record the sound in that scene.
Yeah.
And then you forget after a while, like, oh yeah, it's not a fucking drama. It's technically a pseudo documentary.
That's right.
You're just supposed to represent the real people living life, and this is a documentary crew following them.
This is just their lives.
It's a reminder
as
around,
it happens.
Oh, film crew.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's supposed to feel like an episode of Cops. It's supposed
to.
It's Cops from the perspective of the bad guys. That was the whole idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean,
that was actually, I think, pretty much my exact thought the first time I saw it.
Yeah.
Because I remember seeing it and like how it's all like shot on. I don't know what it's shot on, but like it looks like just live.
It was just shot on video.
It's just shot on stage.
Video. Okay, yeah, shot on video. And yeah, that's what I was.
To
I was
high
like,
def later. Yeah.
I was like, this looks like Cops, because I mean, pretty much that's like the only thing we really had to compare it to at the time.
Probably using the same exact camera as Cops was, honestly.
It's exactly the same idea. Like that was the whole concept of the show. Was it was basically just going to be done like Cops. Yeah. But instead of following cops around, they'd be following the bad guys around.
Yeah.
Seeing all the stupid shit they get up to.
It's like the bad guy version of Reno 911. Or Reno 911 is the good guy version of Trailer Park.
Right. Literally the very first scene of that series I saw was actually the second episode. It was the scene with him cooking chicken fingers. That was the very first anything of Trailer Park Boys I ever saw before I even knew what it was.
In the toaster
I mean, one of my first
car.
thoughts was like, hey, cool, this show is swearing on it. Like, that was also on TV at the time.
Introduction to Trailer Park Boys was we watched the Christmas episode 3 years in a row before we finally watched the third watching the series.
For you to watch the series, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We gotta get back to that, too.
Yes, we did. So you were really solid on the backstory of that.
Yes.
But I just love that scene where he's like, Jillian's telling me, he's like, no blues music and no chicken fingers. And then the very next scene, he's listening to blues music and cooking chicken fingers.
Yep.
Doing all of the things he told him not to do.
Yeah.
What seasons did they do that Christmas special between?
4 and 5, I think.
Pretty late, yeah.
Because there's so many things in that Christmas special that are referenced throughout the series, and having watched it in chronological order, it's actually a different experience than if I had gone back and watched it over again.
Oh, it ties in with so much of it so beautifully.
Instead of being that's how this happened, it's I remember that from the Christmas episode.
Yeah. No, it's very much, it's a very perfect prequel in that way, because it really does reference a lot of stuff, and the show references things.
It's so well done.
Well, like the little thing like with Leahy saying like, well, I probably should have gathered more evidence before I called the cops, so I'm not going to make that mistake again, which is the thing he does every time in the series. It's like they always get him on something.
It's like Wile E. Coyote, man. It's the same thing,
It's always,
exactly. It's a very good analogy, actually. That's very true.
No, I know it's
the
good.
The boys are the Roadrunner.
Analogy, bro.
Leahy's the Coyote.
Myself in the back of that,
No, I just mean like, that's actually a really good comparison.
Yeah, I know.
The liquor.
It's like he always is like, oh, this is the way I'm totally going to get him this time, and then he doesn't. And then it backfires magnificently.
Curses foiled again. The liquor is the source of his super genius ability.
Not to bring everyone down, but may he rest in peace.
Yes.
Yeah, that was recent, actually.
That was. It was very recent.
Mm-hmm.
So, no more Mr. Leahy. It's very sad. He was such an integral part of that, and such a just brilliant comedic actor. I mean, nobody could play falling down drunk like he could.
Oh man,
so good.
And like he didn't just do it as a caricature; like it was convincing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you would swear he was loaded on set.
You were convinced he just pounded back a 2.6 and then did the scene.
All right. Death between seasons, as if like it happened between the recording of the documentary or whatever.
Yeah. So pickups. Anybody got pickups this week?
Yeah,
I've got a few.
No.
Awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. I don't have a lot, but
7.
I got 6.
7. I have some stuff coming in the mail, but it hasn't arrived. It's supposed to come on Monday, so.
I have 2 things coming in the mail because I can't afford a lot this month.
One of the things I bought was a new power supply for my camcorder, so I'll actually be able to film things again, which will be nice.
Yay!
Hooray!
Got my 3-hour battery dying in 20 minutes on a full charge.
Hooray!
Yeah. Actually, not really 20 minutes. It's like maybe an hour, but still. All right, so I guess we'll start on the Stout Man. He's right at the end of the line today.
Dude, man.
All right.
All right.
So, I got this a few weeks ago. We're saving it for this.
Family Man.
The Family
All
Man.
that in theaters.
Excellent.
I've come to really enjoy this. I got it on DVD a while ago, and yeah, about time to upgrade. Yeah.
God, I thought that was such trite bullshit when I saw it.
I loved it, and I get that it's totally just like, hey,
It's
what
saccharine.
if we did a twist? What if we did just a
Wow.
little twist on A Christmas Carol?
You're just the
slightest little bit of a twist.
thesaurus of film criticism tonight,
I'm
Brandon.
sorry.
It's so trite and saccharine.
Well, no. It is though. It is. Now can't deny it. You can still like it. I'm just saying, it is. It's a
Yeah,
saccharine.
I like it. I can't deny that it's cheesy as fuck, but you know
I love
what?
plenty of terrible
That's like-
movies.
Listen,
Absolutely.
If there's a Christmas movie out there that isn't cheesy, then fuck it. 'Cause
Well,
that is
Kirk Cameron
our
Saves
first
Christmas
tenet of
was
Christmas movies.
Scrooge
pretty solid. I mean, that's
Scrooge is creepy and funny.
Gritty, deep, serious Christmas movie. I don't want anything to do with it.
gritty, deep, and serious.
I'm good with any kind of Christmas movie. You know, like I'm cool. Bring all the Christmas movies. It's fine.
I gotta watch
I think
Krampus
Die-
again with
I think
Rosie.
Die Hard is my
Oh.
only.
Frequency, I have
And
that.
Christmas
That's
Vacation.
EVP or whatever, right?
I still have-
because it's $5.99 on Amazon.
I also got that cheap or as a gift or something.
That's the one where it's the EVP where he's like talking to his firefighter dad or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I saw that long ass time
I
ago.
have
remember it
not
was okay.
seen it yet. I've had the Blu-ray for a while, but I've not actually
great.
ever seen the movie.
I get
I
that
heard
one
it
and
was good,
Dragonfly. Have you ever seen Dragonfly? I get those two mixed up.
No.
I have seen that. I like that one too.
So
But I
Dragonfly,
watched that one so much that I'm just like, I don't even.
Dragonfly is about this guy getting about his wife or whatever, and then he has to go on a journey to go find her. It's an okay movie. It's not bad. You should check it out.
All right.
I think it's also Kevin Costner. I think that's why I'm crossed.
Yep. Kevin Costner.
We're on that same mid '90s era.
But the next 5 I got from Big Lots today, because you should all, if you have a Big Lots around you, check out your Big Lots stores, because they already have their Black Friday stuff out.
I wish.
Oh.
I don't have.
You don't even have to
A
wait for
week
Black
early.
Friday. Just go.
I don't have big lots, so what am I going to be jealous of you with for?
I don't.
Yeah, mine closed like 4 years ago.
Hey, look, a Blu-ray for $1.88.
That's a fun fucking movie. I like that movie.
I
There you
have
go.
heard good things about this, and I haven't seen it yet. So $2.
Some people love it.
Mm-hmm.
Some people hate it, but there's a lot of people love that movie. It's good stuff, I think.
The Fault in Our Stars for
I own it.
$2.88.
Oh,
Watched
nice.
it, enjoyed it. It's worth
I read the book. Also, both made me cry. different reasons, though, actually.
You wimp! No, I was kidding.
Yeah, whatever. But
Interesting.
1
Gotta
hour
feel those
photo
feels.
for $2.88.
oh,
Oh,
that's
so good.
That's a Criterion for $3, basically.
That's the good one.
Definitely like in Criterion, yeah.
I mean, it's lacking the slipcover, but that's it. That's so much.
The content on that is so extensive. Like,
Yeah.
I highly recommend looking at the rehearsal footage with Robin Williams and the little boy. It is so great to see how he got the kid to feel more comfortable with acting with him and everything. It was great.
I got Secret Life of Walter Mitty, which I can't remember who it was. Somebody gave me a code to watch this on Vudu like a year or two ago. And I did that, and I really liked it, so...
Never seen it.
That is a remake of a James Stewart film.
Yep.
Actually, it's a readaptation of the story they're both based on.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
And
That's fine. It's all good.
for $5,
Both are different from the story.
Book of MASH.
Oh, nice.
I'm totally on that.
You know what's really funny?
Such a
about
good
that?
movie.
I was reading about how they had this at certain Big Lots stores on Blu-ray.com, and somebody said, "Man, I'm so upset that I even got that because it was so boring."
Well,
It's just like,
fuck that guy.
I hate you so much right
Dude, like,
You're
I'll give you $5 for a
about
copy.
one of the greatest film directors of all time.
Robert motherfucking Altman, motherfuckers.
I'll buy your copy. I've never seen the movie. I'll buy it for $5 from you.
That is
Okay.
that is a great movie.
You know, that's exact. Like, it's Robert Altman. And I'll fucking buy it. Fine.
Hang on, I'm just going to show you like my favorite.
Plus, they had a fucking 5-season show that followed it. So.
It had a 12-season show
No,
that
well, they
followed
were saying they
it.
were-
Or 11.
They
11
were
seasons.
saying they were disappointed because the movie wasn't as funny as.
Oh my god, it's a different
God.
thing.
They
It's
are
like,
both
oh my God.
equally funny, but in slightly different ways.
They're just different.
You can't expect one to be the other. They are two different things. They're both great.
Different mediums, you know?
They're both great.
They're trying to do two different things. Execute two
It
different
was
things.
just the
Yeah.
prototypical, like, you think you know about movies, but you don't know about movies kind of response. You know
It's
what I mean?
typical person who had preconceptions and went in and got disappointed.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and show you a few of my favorite things that I got from TNT boxes.
These
this
are
week.
a
There's
few
2
of
months
Stout's
TNT
favorite things.
boxes. 2 TNT boxes came this week. And
Oh,
I
that's
took
so
a picture
cool.
of this. It's on Discord if you want to see it.
Yes.
It's a really cool pin.
A nondescript gray blob.
It's
Huh.
it's
Yeah.
it's the Ninja Turtles from the black and white comic. in
Nice.
its edition.
Like I said, you can go and see a nice picture of it on Discord.
Yes,
Okay.
join our Discord already.
Join our
Somebody,
Discord. What the fuck is the matter with all you people who aren't on there yet? Get on there. Come on.
Large.
Do it.
Large or Ralph, when you guys go to
Man.
the welcome channel and get the link and drop it here.
To
in
go
the
with
video.
this that I got a long time ago.
Nice.
I
He
got
has
this.
fangs.
So now I have 2 Michelangelo keychains.
Dude, I like the other one, the one that doesn't have the big head, the
Funko.
smaller headed one, I should
Just
So
say.
the
that's
normal.
what I got.
The normal headed one.
This one.
Yeah, well, no, it's not normal head. It's still a big head. It's just not as big. It's different. It's differently big.
And then
I just like the
I
other
mean,
one
some
better.
people are looking at this T-shirt design and saying that's weird. I kind of like that it's weird, but I'll let you decide.
It's like if Andy Warhol drew Splinter.
That's so weird.
I know, right? I dig it though because if you wear this with like a fucking, I don't know, wear the same kind of
Anorak?
shirt he's wearing, and then wear this underneath it.
Like a
Shout out to VCR
like a
team.
Hawaiian shirt, but like a vest. Actually, no, a short sleeve Hawaiian shirt open at the front
Oh,
with
God.
that as the T-shirt underneath.
I
Yeah,
have a minor
yeah.
rage.
Ah, there you go.
I have a minor rage. And I gotta let it go before it makes my head explode.
Okay.
Meme rolled by and it says shout out to VCR tapes.
What? Who said that?
VCR tapes. Some Twitter meme.
Oh.
Just VCR tapes. VCR tapes.
I love those VCR tapes.
VCR tapes. Ah! All right, I'm alright.
Okay, so
It's like, did you have a
Yeah.
specific format in mind that you would like to shout out to? Because there's like 10 of them.
VCR.
I have one
VCR
last thing to share from my pickups, and this one is actually something that my niece found when she was going through all the Christmas decorations, because they're all Christmas gung ho before freaking Thanksgiving. But
Yeah.
anyway, she found this
Queuing Christmas
diary that I wrote from
Yes!
1998.
Oh my!
Justin's personal diary carved into the
Let's
cover.
take a
That's
trip
great.
down.
Oh, can't wait for
Get
this one.
out.
What year,
Oh
Justin?
my god, yes.
1998.
Oh my God, you were like
Awesome.
16.
The
weren't
first one I'm reading here is
14.
from
Okay,
1997.
1987.
1997 would be, I was 13, I think.
you? Oh my God!
Oh,
We're not cool.
moody teenage Stout. Here we go.
I'm just gonna read you the first page here. It's
Balls that
so
fall in
embarrassing,
full
but
speed.
it's so hilarious.
Okay.
I love this. All right, I want to make sure Cass is ready for this. Cass,
I've
He's
got you on cam. I'm
waiting with
Okay,
rapt
good.
attention.
I turn you up.
okay. So, first of all, the first thing says, if you have opened this book to this page, you will die in a matter of 24 hours.
So you opened your diary entry as a chain email. Go on.
Okay.
Hi. Oh, October 23rd, 1997. Hi, Justin again. It's the first entry.
Again.
First entry.
It's like you're having to seek permission to write in your diary. It's like, I'm sorry to bother you, book.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
I just moved to a new school, Horizon Junior High. I like it there. There's a lot of babes.
And they all wanted to date you, right?
I have a few friends, Phil, Joshua, Casey, Ryan, and a few from my new school too. I saw April and freaked out. She looked exactly like a younger Alicia Silverstone.
Oh.
Oh my God!
This is too 90s for me.
It gets more 90s. It gets more 90s.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh god.
From the moment I saw her, I knew she was the right one for me.
Oh my god.
Cue up the Savage Garden.
Yeah.
By the way, I was 13 years old.
Sorry,
Anyway.
I think we're all laughing over that. Say it again.
Oh, by the way, I was 13 years old.
Oh.
Anyway, today I got to stay home because I was tired.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
I'm totally gonna do that next day. I don't want to go to work. Yeah,
I know,
I'm
right?
I'm tired. Bye.
I don't want to transcribe videos today.
I pawned Jetmoto a movie and another CD to get the hit single "You Make Me Wanna" from Usher.
Wow, how much shit did you trade in to get an Usher single?
I don't even know you.
You traded in like 6 things.
I was so lame.
I was picked on every day of my life, and I would have made fun of you. I would have made fun of you.
I also got the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones with the hit single "The Impression That I Get."
I fucking love
There
it.
you go.
So props to you. Just
I just like how you have to clarify to your diary that everything is the hit single.
This is I got it because it has a hit on it. The #1 topping the
I
charts.
just saw Chucky 1, 2, and 3 about 2 weeks ago. They're okay.
wow.
I love South Park. Stan Cartman Kenny, who dies every time. And that is the end of my first.
Wow. Okay,
One entry.
I would like to say I think Stout needs to read more from that in future editions of SNI.
God.
And I should probably see if I can dig out some of my old diaries too, because I also
Oh yeah, I'd love to hear some of yours actually.
I have one from 1989 in which I was very damaged.
Oh, that was fucking brilliant. Oh, Justin, you made my fucking night.
When I got to Babes,
Getting
when I first read that, I was cracking up laughing. Like,
Babes.
You
I
gotta
haven't said that word probably since I was 13.
Like,
Yes.
seriously, clip this out and put it in your channel chat.
I remember one of yours, Sean. Not a diary, but I think it was a thing you did on the computer back in it was like 1985.
I should find that one. Yeah, the 1985
Yeah.
one. That was
Yeah,
great.
because that was sort of like a daily summary one, I remember.
Yeah, it was like a daily summary of just what I was doing. And
then I liked how as it got later on, it just got more and more vague. Like, you're like,
Yeah.
today I did nothing but routine.
yes.
It's like, well, what was the routine in 1985? We want to know now.
Exactly. Yeah.
Jesus,
Well, I remember how...
What really embarrasses me is Usher. Like, I gave up all that for Usher?
Dude, Jet Moto, come on.
I'm pretty sure Jet Moto's worth more than the Usher single.
That was not worth it.
I'm sure it is.
I'm just now picturing a scene of 14-year-old Stout wistfully peering out his window, thinking about April, and there's closing time.
Oh my god.
Think about this.
The rain trickling down the window.
Think about that value you got. You sold a movie, a something else,
A CD.
and a CD.
Yeah.
A video game, a movie, and a CD, right? And you got 2 songs and some B-sides. Maybe total.
But dude, they were hit singles.
You should be
They weren't just any songs.
I am ashamed. I'm very ashamed.
Scrupulous you should be ashamed of young you.
I'm very ashamed. What was I thinking?
What were you thinking?
What were you thinking?
Oh my goodness.
Cue AVGN soundbite.
Oh my god! Oh my god! There's a podcast for you, Justin, called Mortified. Dude, I gotta get you on this show, man.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
90s Stout was 90s.
Yes. Well, I think all our pickups are gonna pale in comparison to that. Now I should have stayed until last.
Jesus.
I win.
Garbage Gamer, you got anything?
Who? What?
Or is he busy playing a bit? What's he
No one
doing?
heard you.
Garbage gamer.
Smashing guys over the head with the mace, and oh my god, his head exploded.
Jesus.
Oh, this is that VR Gladiator game you were talking about. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, this is Gorn.
Gorn, that's who it was. Yeah, I remember we saw the trailer for that.
Fuck you. Come here, bitch. There we go.
Boom! Holy crap. This looks brutal and awesome.
Was this your pickup, Eric?
Yeah, this is my main pickup.
Okay.
Figured I'd just start playing it because I wanted to play it.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do,
Well,
pick this guy up. Come here. Oh, my God.
Ah!
oh, right in the face. Oh my god, his face is caved in.
Oh, geez.
None can stand before your might.
Do you go blurry when you get hit or something?
Yeah, you have a certain amount of, I have to kill somebody or I do that. That happens.
Ah.
Man.
Whoa.
Oh, you got him right before you died. Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So what else did you get, Eric?
That was really it.
Okay.
Oh, cool pickup, man.
Cass has nothing. Skinslip, what you got?
Oh, me? My turn?
Yep, your turn.
Alright, first comic books. We got Scooby Apocalypse Volume 2.
Oh, nice.
I haven't read Volume 1 yet.
I sorted my comics the other day. I realized I'm missing issue 17. I'm going to have to track that one down.
Also picked up Big Trouble in Little China Escape from New York. I have all of it now.
Nice.
Both series plus this.
I got to get the trade of that because I missed an issue of that too.
Speaking of completing things, I got Commandy the Last Boy on Earth by Jack Kirby, the hardcover version.
Oh,
Volume
sweet.
I already had Volume 1.
Nice.
I got all my stuff in from storage. I looked through it. I had The Demon. I had The Losers. I had Commandy Volume 1. I ordered Commandy Volume 2, and now I'm hemming and hawing because Demon has a soft cover.
Ah. But is it the same contents as the hardcover?
Exactly the same content.
But you're thinking just an easier to read copy?
It's also thinner because it's different paper stock. This is thicker, like archival
heavy,
paper.
Yeah, yeah.
This is archival paper, and I don't. That's in the last half of my lifetime. So. But the other thing I really like about these is when I do read them. This is I take the slipcovers off so I can read it.
Oh, nice.
It looks really fucking nice.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I need to get OMAC Project. It's the one I'm missing.
Yeah. It's also
I had Devil Dinosaur.
About Fourth World.
Marvel, the hardcover. So.
What about Fourth World?
I don't have any of the Fourth World hardcovers. They're getting reprinted softcover. I think I'm just gonna get the soft covers.
That's the one I want. Well, there's actually an omnibus coming out of all. Well, no, but I'm just saying the entire Fourth World saga in a single omnibus. It's like 1,500 pages of crush your legs massiveness.
Like these are like 20 plus 25, 30 pounds of paper.
Yeah.
No joke. You have to read
they're massive.
And we actually have sorry, I can't remember everyone's fucking names. Somebody here collects, in the Discord, collects the hardcovers, like omnibuses.
Yes, I remember seeing that conversation.
I'm sorry, I don't remember.
I can't remember.
I'm really bad with names. I'm super bad. It'll come to me eventually. Eventually what'll happen is he'll keep mentioning it, and it'll click eventually.
Yes, I too have forgotten, but I remember seeing that conversation.
Next, I got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. This is the Walmart edition, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, nice. Is that like a...
It had digital download bonus content that I'm not going to get, so I gave it to my dad. Then I got Space Hunter Adventures in the Forbidden Zone on Blu-ray.
Oh, nice. I got to pick that one up.
Because I already had Krull on Blu-ray. I finally upgraded disc. Now I can order my double feature DVD.
Yeah, I got to get Space Hunter.
And, so this and this are the only... I bought these with gift cards. So this was my monthly gift card, so Ice Pirates was a follow-up.
Sweet.
So that's...
I gotta upgrade that one, too.
That's a nice double bill.
Absolutely, yeah.
This was gifted to me. This is the only other thing I spent money on for the comics. But,
nice.
I'm so broke this month. No joke. I got 2 box sets coming in next week.
Hey, thanks, Great Red Shark.
I got 2 limited edition sets for next week. That's like pretty much all I got. That's everything.
Yeah, I've got a few. I don't have a ton of stuff coming in the mail. I've got some Twilight Time titles because they had a sale. I've got another Marvel Essential collection because one of the ones I was waiting for came out, and a couple Blu-rays. But you'll see those probably next week because I'm expecting them to come in sometime this week.
Right on.
Alrighty, so my stuff, let's see here, we'll start with some Blu-rays. So I swung by the place where you buy the best things, and
oh Lord, the best place to buy things?
Got a few items. They've actually got all their Christmas Blu-rays and stuff out, so I was just kind of taking a look, seeing what do I need that I don't have for Christmas stuff. And so I got one that I love how they make it look like it's a Christmas one, but it's not. It's actually a Thanksgiving one. I got Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, the 30th anniversary edition. I understand the transfer is not great on this, but I don't have it on any format at all right now. Well, I didn't. I do now. So it was time to rectify that. And
transfer's pretty bad, but
very nice slipcover. Actually has the other cover on the case. I actually just discovered that now with you. I did not know that. I just assumed it would be the same cover, but yeah, there you go. So that's the right way to do a slipcover, folks. Different art than what's on the main case.
Absolutely.
And then I had to get this one. I've not watched it yet. I haven't even opened these yet, actually. They're not even open. But loved the first two. Now, this is how you do a remake right. Picked up War for the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, I got that too a couple weeks ago.
Interestingly enough, this is the 3D edition. It has the exact same cover art as the non-3D edition. Only way you can tell is by looking up in the corner there and seeing if it has the 3D version. So, easy to get those mixed up. And then, this is how you do a cinematic universe right, ladies and gentlemen. You just kind of let it happen organically, and then you have some cool shit going on. Picked up Annabelle Creation, so it's the second Annabelle movie. And I guess the fourth movie in the Conjuring universe. There's apparently going to be more spin-offs. They're doing some movies about some of the other ghosts that were in the second one.
The Warren stuff,
yeah. And then loved this. Watched it as it aired on HBO. Picked up season 1 of Westworld on Blu-ray. It's like the
Warren Cinematic Universe. Sorry.
Yeah, basically. This is the limited edition steelbook from Best Buy. They had tons of them left. It comes with a booklet. And,
it's a really good show.
It's actually very nice packaging. It has, and this is all bumpy. Oh wait, you can't really see. It's still shrink wrapped. I'm basically going to do an unwrapping on there. So unwrapping, and this is another one that I got. And finally, I was at Value Village. I was actually just there to get some new clothes. I wanted to get some nice dress shirts and stuff because I was kind of lacking them. And just thought, oh, I'll just take a peek on the DVD section there, see if there's anything there. I could not believe that they had this, especially since we were just talking about the sequel not too long ago here on SNI. Found the Blair Witch Experience DVD collection. Comes with a Stickman pendant, and it's brand new, factory sealed, never opened. And you know, from HomeSense for $7.99, but at Value Village it was actually $5.99. So there you go. So it's got all this content. It's got both movies, it's got the pendant, and it has all 3 of the PC games. I don't know if those will even run on Windows 10, but Lord knows I'll be trying. And there you go. And it's got both movies. I just need to pick up the new movie, which I have not seen yet. So there you go. So there will be an unwrapping of this as well. Maybe that's what I should call them. An unwrapping.
Absolutely.
I think that's a good idea. The unwrapping. And that's it. That's it for the pickups this week. Other than that, I just got clothes.
I think the unwrapping is a very creative name. You definitely should use it.
I think that works. Yeah, I think I will use that. So once my new power supply for the camera comes, I will start filming stuff again. In the meantime, I have been productive, of course, working on all the retro stuff. Yeah, it's going quite well. Found some more footage from 1989 today, actually. Nothing exciting, just a walk around town at night. Probably just going to set it to music.
There are a few more bits of news to talk about.
Bits o' news.
Don't say.
I think the big one really is that after Justice League came out and is apparently going to do maybe $94 million this weekend.
Not even making its budget back.
Not even close. Apparently its budget is somewhere near $300 million.
Yeah, see, that Hollywood's just gone crazy with those budgets now. It's ridiculous.
But after that, apparently they are now considering a pivot to Wonder Woman universe of movies. So basically,
yes,
instead of focusing it around Batman or other characters that have been known to be hit sellers for the movies, they are like, oh, Wonder Woman sold really fucking well.
Yes.
Maybe we should focus all of the attention on Wonder Woman.
Works for me. I mean, it's a hero that really has not got a lot of time in the spotlight for decades. So I think it's about time. I mean, we've had quite a glut of Batman and Superman stuff. Not that I'm complaining, but why weren't they as big a hit this time around? Because the movies weren't as good as the ones that came before. Simple as that. Yep. So, you know, it's not the hero's fault. It's the filmmaker's fault. So, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that goes. I mean, I think I don't know. Both Warner Brothers and Universal seem to be just kind of scrambling right now. They don't know what the fuck to do with their cinematic universe concepts, and Universal just seems to have thrown in the towel at this stage. It's like, fuck it. We just don't know what to do. It's too hard. It's too hard.
Oh, you want to talk about?
Really isn't.
Like,
really isn't.
Is the king of fucking.
Universal failed 3 times. Dark Universe. They failed 3 times.
Yeah, that's true.
Dark Universe, man. Like.
Yeah. What was the 3? Oh yeah, it was Wolfman, Dracula Untold, and the Mummy.
The Mummy. Yeah.
Well, one might even argue as far back as Van Helsing, because that was kind of the first attempt to do that. Because as I remember, there was mutterings about that at the time, was that they were going to do this one sort of big group movie and then maybe do some spin-offs, but it was such a critical and commercial failure that they just shelved it. Like, we didn't even get a sequel to that.
Like that movie at all.
I don't know. I still have not rewatched it. There will be a reassessment. I have not seen it since it was in theaters. Did you just buy
it? Yeah, this week?
I did, yeah. I forgot to show it in my pickups. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that when I get back to the horror reviews. the leftovers from Halloween, of which there are many, will be relegated to Fright Night Fridays once I get back to filming again. The Halloween set is still up. The costumes are still out. So just gonna basically carry on as if, you know, that was the plan the whole time. Yes, I'm still wearing my Dracula costume in May.
Hey, goth is a lifestyle, motherfucker.
Fucking A. That was actually one of the reasons I went out and bought all those new clothes, was I wanted something a little more, to be a little bit more than just a t-shirt and jeans goth. I wanted to have something a little classier. So I got some dress shirts and some dress pants. I ended up buying like 4 pairs of pants before I realized what my waist size actually is. So I've got one pair that fits. And the others I will be re-thrifting, I guess. But there's one that's close enough I could probably grow into it if I lose some weight. But
you grow into? You mean shrink into it?
Or shrink into it, yeah.
You know, here's a good. You want to know a good way to shrink is eat 1 less meal a day for like 2 weeks.
That's true.
You won't starve to death. You'll get most of your nutrients still.
So basically, I would just eat 1 meal a day then.
Yeah, you 100 calories, and your body would eat your fat instead of.
Yeah.
As long as you kept active, because you have to keep active or it eats your muscles.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, so it's nice. I got some a bunch of new dress shirts that are machine washable, so not like super fancy dry clean only shit. But and some dress pants, and I actually got a long coat, almost like a trench coat, which is quite nice.
Nerd.
Buttoned up, it actually looks like something you'd see in the Matrix. It's kind of cool. But yeah.
Hang on, we can do clothes as pickups on SNI. I'll be right back.
Oh no.
Gay.
These are the pants that go inside my other pants. And then these other
Look what you've done.
So if I happen to accidentally shit my pants, I have another pair of pants outside of those pants.
Oh well, remove inner layer.
I just find the nearest government office to leave the shitty pants on the lawn of. Alright.
Can't recall if that story's been told. I think it has.
Many times.
Okay.
Believe me, it's been told.
As
to what episode of SNI it is, I don't know. Go find it and let us know.
Yes, watch all of the SNI, and then you'll find the story that I'm not allowed to tell right now.
Watch the past 4 years worth of episodes. It's only about 200 or so. And,
yeah, don't be lazy.
Some of which are 7 hours long.
Is it in this one?
No.
You are allowed to sleep between episodes, just so you know.
So,
but I'm not sure, just bloodshot eyes.
Mm-hmm.
News. Hasbro tried to acquire Mattel.
Oh, yeah.
They were talking about that, and Mattel's like, yeah, nah.
Yeah, Mattel's like, fuck you. Apparently, that's not the first time that Hasbro has tried to acquire Mattel as well, either. And there are apparently 2 other attempts over the decades, which also failed. Mattel's like, what? We lose a little bit of money, and then you think you can just roll right in and take over? No. We got Barbie, motherfuckers. We'll be fine.
Barbie!
We'll be just fine.
Anymore, man.
Barbie.
Have you heard of 4-year-old girls?
Actually, one thing they did recently, which I thought was a great move, was they have more diverse Barbies now. Different ethnic variations and whatnot, which I thought was...
They've had more diverse Barbies for a while now.
Well, that, and also different body shapes, so it's not just the tall, skinny, you know, unattainable Barbie. But, because I know they've been a lot of...
realistic Barbies.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, when are we going to get more realistic superheroes? Oh, wait!
So you got...
We already do have them.
You got barefoot and pregnant living in a trailer park Barbie now, and Teen Mom Barbie, and yeah.
That's one of the things I liked about Ant-Man, actually, was that
Teen Mom Barbie?
Ant-Man was like the character that Paul Rudd plays is not necessarily like a hunk. You know what I mean?
No, he's just kind of a regular guy.
Normal-looking regular guy.
Yeah.
And so there isn't any freaking standard of beauty there, like there is with a character like Thor or something like that.
Thor is just so ruggedly handsome.
Fuck you, Thor. Nobody can be you. You're literally a god. I can't be Thor.
Well, and Tony Stark is no slouch either. Good-looking guy, and he's stupid rich.
Look what I'm holding.
Oh, well, there you go.
Also, Tony Stark's a fucking genius.
And he's a genius. So smart, sexy, and rich.
And that's how you know he's not a real person.
He's got it all.
He's got all three aspects. You usually have two.
That's true. Or one.
Most people don't have three.
No.
This is a neat little free game on Steam called VR Robot.
Okay. Robot.
But when I hold up Thor's hammer...
Oh, nice.
And I can also throw it.
Mjolnir!
And comes right back.
Nice.
Tillamook cheese, motherfucker.
Clearly you are worthy. Hold on, let me see your cheese.
Beautiful.
I didn't see your cheese. I was looking at Eric's hammer.
Well, it wasn't for you, so it's alright.
It's the best kind of cheese.
Oh, there we go. Cheese.
Sharp texture.
Nice. I've got, yeah, we don't get Tillamook here. We do get Armstrong, though. Armstrong's quite good.
Farms, summer sausage.
Oh, nice.
And then I got Juanita's jalapeno chips, which are spicy as fuck.
Interesting combination. No crackers for the cheese and sausage? You just eating them straight up? Oh, okay.
Using these chips, man.
Gotcha.
I don't have crackers.
Okay, then.
The next time that they have like one of those box sets, I guess, of Tillamook cheese, not like
box
they do
sets.
Yeah,
collector's edition with director's commentary.
Like Hickory Farmson's with the meats and cheese.
Yeah, like that.
I love those things.
I'm gonna have to send you one of those boxes so that you can try Tillamook, Sean.
Okay, I have told everybody in my life I want those fucking like Hickory Farms like gift boxes of the meats and cheese and mustards and shit.
Oh yeah.
Nobody ever fucking buys them. Nobody ever buys them. Like, I love food gift sets. Give me those cool food gift sets, motherfucker.
There's one.
If you bought me a cheese gift set, I would love you forever, even more than I currently do.
Yeah, there's one. I forget what it was called now. I don't even know if they're still doing it. But there was one that they had here was basically a Canadian version of that, where it was basically a meat subscription box, and you get all these different cured meats and sausages and.
This isn't subscription. This is a holiday thing.
Pepperoni and stuff like that. It could be all these different cured meats, so it could be sent in the mail, you know. But yes.
Wait, what?
Stuff.
I was going to say, are you talking about Carnivore Club?
Yes, that's the one.
But that's not what I was talking about.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, they do that. They can ship to Canada, too.
I'm talking about holiday gift boxes, you know, that you find in the store that are like...
You know how every time that Christmas comes around, you go to the store, and certain brands will have...
See if they're still doing that.
Yeah.
Like Nestle, maybe, will have a thing of like hot chocolate in a mug or something like that.
Yeah, I don't want those. I want the ones with meat and cheeses, yo.
But yeah, there's some that have meats and cheeses in them.
Yeah. They're fucking great. And
they're still doing it.
Everyone thinks they're a shitty gift, but I'm like, that's what I want. I want the meat and cheese, man.
Oh, Carnivore Club does it all over the place. Canada, Australia, Europe, UK, and the US. Sweet. I remember when they started. I was like, wow, that sounds awesome. I'd love to do that. And then I completely forgot about it.
It's really expensive.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's like $50 a box. $50 a month.
Holy shit. Mind you, it is
really high-quality premium meat.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you get I mean, look at it. You get like a massive freaking log of meat. And it's like high-quality
That's what she
meat. Just check out all that meat. Be awesome. I'm gonna see how much does it cost. Join the club. Snack box for meaty treat eaters, or classic box. Oh, there's 2 different ones you can get. Well, how much is the snack box? Snack box is like jerky and stuff.
What about the classic box? That's what I want. $50 for the classic box.
Okay, the jerky box or the snack box is $35 Canadian.
The classic box is 50.
The classic box probably 50.
Like
yeah, it's 50.
The classic box comes with an example would be duck salami, elk salami, reindeer summer sausage, buffalo jerky, rabbit jerky, and yak emu salami. So I mean,
nice. Oh,
pretty
here we go.
exotic foods for the most part.
So there's some examples. They get stuff like salami felino, cranberry sticchini, rosemary sticchini, and la cavallina aged cheese wheel. This sounds fucking amazing. And what about the snack box? What kind of stuff's in the snack box? Does it even say? No, it doesn't say. It doesn't say specifically. Oh, hang on. Snack box, 46 meat snacks like jerky to meat sticks, biltong, and much more. All right.
It tells you right here what also comes with and then what comes in the December box. So you get all that stuff like in every box.
Yeah.
In the December box, you get the Sakujan de Guijal, blue cheese salami, finocchiona, sriracha salami, some high quality pepperoni, and lomo. Whatever the hell lomo is.
Well, fuck.
So you're getting a lot of food for $50.
I would also like to say that Carnivore Club is very hard to say with a headset on your face.
Yes. Carnivore Club is expensive.
Carnivore Club.
Sweet. Well, when I have more money flowing through my life, perhaps
I mean, I've honestly thought about subscribing to it for just like 1 month.
Just
just buy 1 box just to try it out.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually.
I'll tell you, that's worth $50 right there. That the amount of meat you get.
Just to try it out, yeah.
Yeah, that's worth 1 good shot. If I ever come across.
That's like a Christmas present for yourself, man. That's what that is.
Yeah. If I ever come across $50 I can burn, I'll probably do it.
It is basically those. That's more. It is kind of like those holiday baskets, but it's a little different.
Yeah,
I can see why the connection.
You could get it all year round.
Yeah.
God, that's still the coolest looking thing ever. It's like, there's my hand, and it just big fucking sword.
This is what we have to do when we're gluten-free. Chips and crackers.
So, in addition to the Hasbro Mattel thing, it looks like even though the Disney and Fox thing never happened, every other company on the planet Earth is actually interested in obtaining Fox. It's like Sony, Paramount, all these companies.
Oh god, not Paramount. If Paramount gets them, they'll sit on Star Wars even longer. Fucking assholes.
But like 3 different companies, I think, this week came out. Like Comcast was one of them.
I don't want Sony to get either.
Universal and Sony. Yeah, that was it. Comcast, Universal, Sony.
I guess if Sony gets it, maybe Disney and Sony can work something out. But God, I don't know.
Well, they already kind of have with the Marvel Spider-Man thing.
A bit, yeah.
So anything is
Sony
possible.
keeps trying to jump on their bandwagon. Their fucking movies.
That's
Did
great.
you hear the newest? They want to do a what was it? It was a Scorpion and something else. Like 2 villains. Oh, it was like God. It was 2 villains. Vulture and someone else actually, not Scorpion. It's Vulture and someone else. 2 villains as a team up movie. It's like Vulture and Mysterio. I'm like, wait, that's your movie? You want to do a movie starring Vulture and Mysterio?
The Adventures of Vulture and Mysterio.
What the fuck is happening? Like, what is going on over there? They're desperate.
The whole time we'll be watching, saying, "Okay, and when does Spider-Man show up and beat the shit out of them?"
Spider-Man has actually like good characters, like the Prowler and Cloak and Dagger and a few other characters that like.
Well, we are getting the Cloak and Dagger TV series.
Oh, who did that one? Oh, you know what? Those are mutants. I take it back. They probably were done by Fox.
Possibly, I don't know.
Fox owns most of the mutants, sadly.
All I know is there are 2 collected editions of all of Cloak and Dagger's early comics that I really want to get. Yeah. Because Yeah, it's great. It shows
finally.
The first volume has their 4-issue miniseries and all their original appearances in Spider-Man. And then the second volume has like the first dozen issues of their regular series and first couple issues of Strange Tales. The
Incredibles 2 teaser or trailer posted?
Yes, it did. I did not watch it yet. I will probably watch it later.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. Supposedly it picks up right where... Supposedly the second one picks up right where the first one leaves off.
Oh, I saw Thor Ragnarok last night.
Oh, yeah?
And other than I unlike the rest of the internet, I really don't like Korg's voice. That's like my only thing.
Okay.
Korg's voice is done by the director.
I know.
Right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And I'm like, when I think of Korg from the comics, this is not what I thought of. It's fine. The character's great. It's just like it's not Korg from the comics, and I was a little disappointed. And there's one fucking moment. I'm not gonna. It's not a spoiler when I tell you this. That it's a moment that's similar to one of the comics, and you're like, oh, are they gonna do it? And they cock tease you and they pull it away. And I can't give you a spoiler until you see the fucking movie.
That's right. Well,
Rick, now I know there's a moment.
There's
Damn
it!
There's a moment in the movie.
There's a specific moment where they had an option to do something and they did not.
That's even worse. Now I know there's a specific moment.
Yeah. But it was really fucking funny. It was really good. It is.
Yeah.
God, I have to see it again, but it might be the best superhero movie ever made.
Really? Like even better than Winter
It might have unseated Civil War, dude.
I don't know, man. Civil War was so damn good.
I know. And Guardians 2 and Deadpool, but
I have to say, like, Marvel's really been hitting it out of the park lately. Like like I remember when the cinematic universe started, the first wave was kind of hit and miss. Like some of them were really good, some of them were kind of meh, but lately it's been
good enough though.
But lately, well, yeah, they were good enough. But like compared to now, the ones we've been getting lately, they've just been so consistently good and fun and entertaining. Yep. You know, I mean, there hasn't been a bad one of the bunch since Age of Ultron. And I'm not saying that's one of the bad ones. I think it's one of the good ones, personally. But, you know, I think it's unfairly shat upon. But since Age of Ultron, like, they've all been consistently excellent. Like, they've just been obviously really paying attention to what they're doing. So, yeah. I still got to get caught up on a little bit. No, I still got to see Thor. I guess Black Panther isn't out yet. So, nope. Yeah, so I just need to see Thor. Otherwise, I've seen all of them. I'm all up to date.
Guardians 2?
I saw Guardians 2, yeah.
Oh, man.
Rosie and I watched it. I waited until we could watch it together because we saw the first one together. And, yeah, we both loved it. So much fun.
That line with between Mike Rooker and Star-Lord, I can't remember the actor's name, I'm sorry. That line at the end, the very end, fucking pulls at the heartstrings, man. You're like, oh, God, no. Oh, God. Beautiful.
That's what's good about those movies, is they get all those moments right. Like, there are little moments that do tug at the heartstrings, and they do it well. But there's also, they're funny, they're action-packed, like, in that comic booky way that you want, and they're just fun. They like, you have a good time, and you don't feel like it's talking down to you or dumbing it down. It's just, it is what it is. Like, so, it's appropriate.
So, like, the Executioner, played by Carl Urban, is a character with, like, actual pathos and a great story, a story arc to the movie that's, like,
nice.
Oh, I want, like, a movie starring him, you know? So good. And not to say that I'm a Carl Urban fanboy, but I am a Carl Urban fanboy.
Yes, we know. Awesome. I actually didn't know he was in it. Now I'm even more excited. Mm-hmm. I was just like, well, it's basically giving us probably the closest we'll ever get to Planet Hulk in live action, so we'll just take what they give us here. But, and then mixing it into the Cuisinart with a big Thor storyline. I guess it makes sense that they would both be away for the Civil War, because they are both ridiculously powerful. And both would have made it unbalanced. Yeah.
But now we know why they're gone.
God, Civil War was so much fun.
We found out what happened to the Hulk and why he was missing.
That's right, because the last we saw, I think, was the end of Age of Ultron, where he just kind of fucked off. He's like, I need to be by myself. Goodbye. Mm-hmm. And it's like, okay, bye.
Yep.
But
yeah.
Ragnarok,
I have to see it again. I can't judge it based on the one experience, but
yeah,
it might be better than Civil War.
Really? Now, how about how does Winter Soldier factor into all this? Because I remember that was the greatest superhero movie ever made for a long time.
Sorry, that's what I've been meaning to say. Winter Soldier, not Civil War.
Oh, okay.
Civil War is like fourth or fifth.
Oh, okay. See, I thought. Yeah, that's what I was wondering, because I know it's always been Winter Soldier with you, so.
That's a great fucking action film.
Which is also a fantastic movie, which I think far surpasses the first Captain America.
Ragnarok may unseat it. I have to rewatch it before I can do that.
You rewatch both of them.
Yeah.
And then you have like both fresh in your brain.
Yeah. No, you're right. I should. Yeah. I agree. But yeah, it was really fucking good.
I'm kind of waiting. I'm kind of waiting for Phase 3 to finish, and then have the Phase 3 marathon. And I should probably do a Phase 1 as well, because I did a big Phase 2 review, and I never did Phase 1. Haven't really talked about Phase 3 much other than here. So, yeah. Be thorough. Do them all.
Thorough.
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 Kind of bummed we don't get the shorts anymore. I was hoping that would be a thing, like, forever, but no. We got, like, a few of them. Well, actually, we did get those pretty funny ones of, so what was Thor doing during Civil War? Oh, he was this guy's roommate. Did you see those?
Also, Jeff Goldblum's better than you'd expect. He's even better than the trailers. He's just so good. I love him.
Did you guys see that, where Thor was just, like, a bad roommate? They did those two, like, web shorts. Oh my god, it's actually Chris Hemsworth. So it's like the whole thing of like, well, what was Thor up to during Civil War? And he's like, oh, I was just living among the humans, and I was this guy's roommate. And it's absolutely hilarious. They did two of them. Nice. I'll find the link for you, and I'll post it in the Discord later.
Please do. I'd like to see this.
Oh, they're so funny.
I'm remembering, you know, it's one of those things.
Yeah, they're really funny. But, what else? Anything else happened this week? I don't know if anything much else happened this week.
Not released.
What?
Punisher. Just came out.
Oh, yeah, Punisher came. Yeah, Punisher's been released on Netflix. There you go. Binge away. All episodes.
I haven't watched it yet.
Maybe just now at some point soon.
I'm so fucking behind. See, I'm all caught up on the movies, but I'm so behind in the Netflix shows. God, and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I think I've seen 3 episodes of it.
That show got so... Okay, I like that show.
Yeah.
I think I like the 3rd season, and it just kind of goes off the fucking rails, and it's some other show now I don't really care about.
Okay. Well, there you go.
You're not missing much. Don't bother. That's what I'm saying.
Well, and then DC, conversely, we talk about how much they're fucking up their movie franchise. The TV shows, however, are apparently doing amazing.
Yeah.
The Arrowverse, as they've come to call it. Because you got Arrow,
that's why.
You got the Legends of Tomorrow, you got Supergirl, and you got the Flash.
Supergirl just now joined it, I think, right? Because they did the Crisis, or whatever.
Well, she was part of it as of season 2, I think.
Yeah, no, she was not. She was her own show, and then the Crisis happened, I thought.
Well, no, she was her own show for season 1, and then it switched networks to the CW, and it became part of the Arrowverse.
I thought it didn't until after season 2, because they had the Crisis is when I thought she showed up.
Well, that may be when she showed up, but she was considered part of the same universe before that. I think, I don't know. I'm so far behind.
No, I'm not. I'm right. JL says I'm right.
Really?
It was when the Crisis. Yeah, she's a separate universe until Crisis.
So was it Flashpoint? Because I
know
they did
the Crisis
Flashpoint.
Thing. Yeah, Flashpoint, whatever that thing is. Yeah, that's the first Crisis they did, or whatever.
Okay, because I know that much. I do know, like the Flash, they got into the alternate universes and stuff with the Flash. Mm-hmm. So maybe that's where they pulled it. So that was I think that was like season 3 of the Flash, if I remember correctly. See, I haven't been watching it, but I've been seeing previews and seeing bits and pieces.
I'm on season 2 Flash and Arrow season 3 or 4. I can't remember which one it is.
Probably season 4 if you're watching them concurrently.
Yes, I was watching them in chronological.
Yeah. That's how I'd like to watch them, but I know it's going to be on Blu-ray. So I'm probably going to end up watching 4 episodes of this, then 4 episodes of that, rather than switching discs every other episode.
Yeah.
I'll get them eventually, and I'll just binge my way through.
I was watching them on Netflix where I can just swap back and forth.
Oh, that's a good idea. I might do that. It's actually a good idea. See, that's how I started watching Star Wars Clone Wars, was when it was on Netflix, and I had the StarWars.com official continuity guide to Clone Wars up, telling me what the chronological order of episodes were. So I started watching them in that order, because, as you say, you can just kind of flip back and forth really easily. But then they took it off Netflix. So.
Boo! Boo! But you know what?
That reminds me. Bathroom story at work. Just a little one. Just a short. This isn't a big one.
Hold on. I gotta step away, please. But just hold 1 second. I just gotta go take care of my trash.
It's not even a big story. It's like literally 5 seconds.
Fine.
So as I went into the bathroom, or no, I was coming out of the bathroom, and some guy just went and ran into the stall. And as he sat down, he let rip what I like to call the heavy oak creaking door fart.
Oh, God.
So it's just like... but deeper. And echoier.
You're going to have to do that again for Skin Slip.
Nope, one-time deal.
No, come on. It was great.
I did read a silly article the other day, and it was a motorcyclist was stopped by police for attempting to jump over railroad tracks over like a hill. And apparently he got away from the cops by jumping over the railroad tracks.
Perfect. Irony.
The same railroad tracks they told him not to jump over, he just jumped over them to get away from the cops that were trying to arrest him.
Well, this is what I think of that, Mr. Officer.
Hey, you told me not to do that, but worked out for me.
Gonna do it anyway.
Not only am I alive,
Could have been
but
a
I'm not in jail.
Indeed.
Indubitably.
Indubitably.
I can't remember when it was at work, but I had the one you always like, Sean, the classic zzz fart.
Oh, yeah.
It just kind of kept going. I was quite surprised. Like,
and
damn
going,
it.
and going, and
like,
going.
damn it, end before somebody ends up in the hallway.
Actually, one of my favorites is when you got up really early at camp.
Okay, let me tell this one. Because I know exactly what story it was.
Yep.
Oh, I'm so glad I'm back for a cat story. All right, go.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to wait for you, Brandon. I think we told this one before. But...
Oh, I'm sure. I'm positive we have. But
you told every story at least twice. It's okay.
Yeah, but it's shit.
It's shit the shit.
It's Sean's favorite fart.
Give me a second. I just need to refill my water real quick.
No, he
God
was.
damn it. Well, don't wait for him.
But it's the one.
Story.
It's the one. He is who the favorite.
Tell the story before he gets back.
Never
interrupt you.
I'm not even drunk. What kind of sentence was that? But I was like,
I said
you were saying like, quick, tell that Sean. I'm like, but it's the one. He is who the favorite.
I was like, tell it before Sean gets back so he can't interrupt you. That's what I said.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
He's already heard the story.
It wasn't even a sentence.
I know.
Yeah, it was. It just
I was
said,
just making sure the driveway. It wasn't even a sentence.
Yeah, the driveway. It's driveway.
Kay is back.
What?
I had to get some chips.
Oh,
You.
I thought you were like fishing away for a bottle of water or something.
Oh, no, that was crinkling the chips bag.
Crickling. I had some water down by the creek.
Ow, salt from the chips into a slight cut under my fingernail.
I hate that.
You deserve it.
"That's what you get, you son of a bitch." I don't know what for, but you son of a bitch, and then the same, and then the last.
Son of a bitch under the sink? What?
Yes,
That's what I heard.
under the sink, you son of a bitch.
You
Get
son
there.
of a bitch under the sink!
Drink the bleach, drink the bleach, drink the bleach.
Alright, Cass at camp, farting away.
So yeah, I was on like a camping trip with my class. This was in grade 9, and we were gone for most of a week. And I had this thing, like I really wanted to get up like before the sun came up and like watch the sunrise. I don't know why, it was just a thing I wanted to do. So finally, on like the last morning, I set my watch for the time, and I got up, and it's when nobody else is up. And so anyways, I'm sitting there and I'm watching the sunrise, and it's very peaceful and serene, and I was sitting on a picnic table, and suddenly I was like,
oh god, I can't eat and drink while I'm listening to the story.
no.
Wow.
So so there I am by myself, sitting on a wooden picnic table, and I was like, "All right, well, I guess I'll just fart. Nobody else is around." And then it was like, I actually stopped the fart midway through because I thought I was gonna wake people up.
Oh my god.
I remember he first described it was more of a pause between each part. So it's just like, and I'm just picturing it echoing through the cans, like,
Oh my god. Fucking Christ.
Well, actually, as I remember it
down
too,
the hills.
as I remember it too, it was almost kind of a song because the second short fart was kind of a bit of a lower tone. So it was like, and then and like I cut it off partway through because I was like, okay, somebody's gonna come out and be like, is there a bear out here or something? What's going on?
I just love how this is how Cass has this beautiful, peaceful, serene moment with nature by farting through it.
Only me.
My friend.
Well, like as Sean described it, of course, because he could see it just like a movie scene, like the typical like.
God.
This was peaceful.
This was a moment of beauty.
Unfortunately, was soiled, quite literally.
Christ.
It needs to be like in a commercial or something. Like, isn't the sunrise beautiful, honey?
My friends.
Yeah.
There was another one I remember was one of the times when you were staying with us, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
And you were sleeping in like the spare bed in my room. And I just remember.
Oh no. Okay. Yeah. I think I know this one.
I remember, so like I had a fart in the morning, and like you didn't react to it at the time because I guess you were still sort of half asleep or whatever.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, okay. I remember later, like I came home from school that day, and at one point when it was just like you and I alone, you're like, I heard you have the most spectacular fart this morning.
Oh, right.
Oh my god.
Because I think it was like I bent over to pick up my gym bag, and it was just like,
Yes.
Oop
yourself?
No.
And there was also the thing where I would be trying to sleep, and you come in and just like sit by the bed and just stare at me, waiting for me to wake up. And it's like the second I would open my eyes, you're like, "Good morning."
Oh yes.
Like I'm not even awake. I just opened my eyes for a second. So you thought like open eyes meant instantly awake, but
So,
I
yeah.
remember this one time, you came down and I think was it you or me who did the thing?
Did the thing.
I can't remember.
Who farted?
Yes,
No, it was me.
it was you. Yeah, okay.
'Cause I remember,
Yeah, so-
like I was sitting on the floor, and like I thought you were awake, and I was like starting to talk to you about stuff, like figuring you were awake, and
Well, I think
finally-
you just kind of came in like you know, are you awake or whatever, and I didn't react.
and it's-
Or I'm
yeah.
just like I'm still sleeping. Okay.
Well,
So-
no, like I kept trying to get you to get up, and finally, like you were almost kind of telling me off, like you know, I really need to sleep for a bit more, just you know,
Yeah.
let me sleep and all this stuff, and you like roll back over, and then just.
That's
And
right.
then Sean's facing away from me, sleeping in bed. All of a sudden, I just see him start jiggling. And then slowly, he rolls over with this huge grin towards me. So it's like, so that's how you get him awake.
Yeah, exactly. So then, from then on, every
totally-
morning, Cass would come down and let rip the biggest fart he could muster.
I
Okay, Cass, it was funny the first time.
I can't admit that there are several occasions where I'm laying in bed. I'm like trying really hard to fall asleep. You know, I'm like I need to go to sleep. You know, I'm trying to fall asleep. Then just for some unknown reason, my stomach just goes oh, and I have this like complete stomach emptying fart. And it's just like I'm laying there trying to be serious, trying to fall asleep, and it's just comes out.
Blows
And
the
I'm laying
sheets
there,
off.
and all you hear out of me is.
Those are the best ones. The ones that like you laugh at your own.
Head. Yeah, it's in your head. Like I cannot believe I just made that loud of a fart, and you start hearing it in your head, and it makes you laugh.
Yes.
And so you're just like.
Yeah, I had one. Well, I have a number of them in the morning because, of course, I sleep with the CPAP machine. So I'm basically sleeping with a mask on my face, pumping me full of air for 8 hours.
Yes, because that's such a wonderful idea.
Yes.
Could have
Yeah,
no
it's like
consequences.
the Jeff Foxworthy. It's like now you have to give the air back.
Yes, and after one large push, I swear to God, a few people down the side clocked out for work.
Yeah, half a mile away they were clocking out. Yeah. So no, I've had some of them. Usually, I'll just kind of half awake and like have a massive fart and then just fall back asleep. But occasionally, there will be one that will actually just get me and actually make me giggle. Usually, it's the ones that change in tone. Like I had one the other morning. It was like, but like kind of went up more. Exactly.
Sorry, I'm just going to show this. You can see it on the thing. Artisanal cheese.
Ah!
See,
Why?
art is anal.
What's great is William Gibson retweeted that. Whoa, what happened to the... Try that again. I like how it went all cyberpunk when I zoomed in on William Gibson. That's
Oh, that
weird.
was weird. Like your camera glitched at the exact perfect moment.
Yeah,
That was kind of cool.
yeah. It was art.
Sean follows William Gibson. See?
Sure.
He's name dropping.
See.
I do follow William Gibson.
Hey, Tony Todd follows me.
Cool.
Okay.
William Sadler follows me. The real William Sadler and the real Tony Todd both follow me.
Edward James Olmos follows me.
Proper.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah.
He's pretty epic.
He is. Loved him in Miami Vice as the most intense police captain ever.
Yes.
Who you just
I
do
don't
not
know.
fuck with.
If you haven't seen 555, that police captain was over the top.
I know the one you're talking about. I really want to see that movie.
I can send it to you.
Okay.
You can probably buy it. It's like
I've just seen the gifs that you guys posted. the guy who you're talking about, the guy who anytime he talks about anything, he swings his arms wildly and swipes something off the desk or across the room, or everything is dramatic.
He just yells and just everything like at the top of his lungs for every scene. It's great. Best character in the movie.
Oh, nice message on Facebook there, Cass.
Huh?
Nice message you sent me there on Facebook.
Oh. That's what I thought of when he said it.
You're on the Family Man.
What? Huh? What?
Huh? I
I forget. I guess she has the ear cone.
Fuck.
Well, that's American Boy.
That's American Boy.
See, this is one thing I like about Twitter. When you follow cool people such as Will Wheaton. Says, we're so late to the party. I think everyone has gone home. But Ann and I just watched Baby Driver, and holy buckets of fish, what a great movie.
I haven't seen it yet.
Edgar Wright. Edgar Wright is a genius. And then pan down. Thank you, sir, Edgar Wright. I love shit like that. How you get to see celebrities. See, it shows that celebrities are just regular people like the rest of us, and they have their fanboy moments too.
I will be picking up Baby Driver. I should say Justin will be picking up Baby Driver on my behalf of Black Friday.
I will have to check. I will have to check that out. I did not actually know it was an Edgar Wright film, and I love his stuff.
I loved everything he's done.
You fool!
You complete that fool.
He's done like I don't know how, but he's literally knocked it out of the park with every fucking movie.
He really has.
I don't know how he's done it. He's great.
I think part of it is no two movies of his are the same, so he's constantly having to reinvent himself.
Yes, I mean they're all shot very similarly.
Well, I mean he's obviously got his own style, but the types of films that he does, you can't really peg him in one genre. Like he's done different films, like all kinds of different films. I mean, other than comedy, I guess is really it. But I mean, it's not like he's that romantic comedy guy or something, you know.
The Still Full of Fingers in 1995. I haven't seen this one.
So I found an old recording I made of Dutch, starring Ed O'Neill.
Yeah, Dutch. That's a Thanksgiving classic, man.
Is that a Thanksgiving one? I'll have to add that to the Thanksgiving mix. But
Me and Justin watched it a few years ago.
Yeah, I saw it basically when it came out. I must have like rented it and ran off a copy for myself because sometimes I would do that. But until a movie became priced for rental, then I would buy it. But
I was wondering what you were doing.
But I forgot. I didn't realize that that was a John Hughes film. That was actually one of his. I completely did not realize that. So there you go.
Oh.
All I saw was Cass's arms in the air and this big white thing, and I was like,
My back scratcher.
Big
"What scratcher? What scratcher?
What scratcher?
Butt scratcher! Butt scratcher! Butt scratcher!
Sorry.
Whoa.
It's actually,
Fuck!
Did you drop your butt scratcher?
I dropped it. I was looping it around so I could show it on camera, and then I fumbled it out of my hand.
Honestly,
like a crowbar.
the way you had it against the camera, and the way it honestly looks like just like a PVC pipe.
It looks like a curtain rod to me, but okay.
I was scratching my back with a curtain rod.
That's what it looks like.
Hey, whatever works. It makes the itchies go away.
It's actually a
Forehead scratcher?
It's an IKEA shoehorn, actually.
Oh, right. Okay.
For what, a clown? How big a shoehorn do you need?
Built the whole
Yeah, right.
It's still not big enough.
Oh, Lord.
Fine. I'm sick and tired of you people holding me back. I'm going to clown college.
I don't think any of them expected us to say that. I love that whole sequence.
It's so great. We see the world through Homer's eyes.
Homer, the sector you're monitoring is on fire. The clouds roll in, and they're like, ah!
Oh my God, shoot me.
And he's sitting there making like a carnival hut out of the mashed potatoes. I like the sequence when he actually goes to the clown college. And the Krusty's like, those are supposed to be baggy pants. And he's like, those are the most comfortable pants I've ever worn. They just like fit him perfectly.
Oh yeah, and he's like turning and looking, yeah.
And then when he's trying to ride the tiny tricycle through the loop-de-loop, it just keeps failing. When his pants get caught in the wheel.
That's the episode, isn't it? That's the one with... Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because I know that shot has been in like a lot of montages and stuff.
I was just thinking, like, I never make that connection, that it's also the one with the murder mystery and the funny chef and everything.
Is it?
I don't know.
I didn't think those were the same episode.
Isn't it? Because I know part of the confusion was Homer was dressed like Krusty. So they thought he was Krusty.
Yeah, there's like a... Yeah, there's a murder thing, but it's different. That's a different episode.
Okay.
But yeah, no, there's a whole thing. Well, no, it's the Mafia's trying to kill Krusty, I think.
Right.
And then Homer's dressed as Krusty, and so they keep thinking it's him.
But why was he dressed as Krusty? That I can't remember.
Because he was supposed to be appearing at the Krusty Burger as Krusty the Clown. Like, as one of his surrogates or something.
Because he went to clown college?
Sure. I just remember this.
I'm totally putting those episodes together in my head as one gigantic episode now.
Because I just remember the scene where he's at the Krusty Burger promo, and they have their takeoff on the Hamburglar, and then Homer just beats the absolute living shit out of him.
Oh, right.
Thinking he's
stealing the burgers!
in front of the children.
That's right.
Stop! He's already dead.
That's the one.
Already dead. Oh my God.
Oh man.
Man, Simpsons had some really great episodes.
Absolutely.
So, it's worth noting that a bunch of titles just went on sale on BestBuy.com for $5.
$5.
I said all I needed to say.
Yeah.
Might have to check my drawers after, but
Get Out.
that excellent comedy film
Is
that laugh out loud riot of fun.
How much is it?
Something we should talk about.
Hold on. How much was Get Out?
Yeah.
$5.
Oh man, I hate not being at Best Buy.
Yeah. I will have
funny.
to check my Best Buy because I do not have that film yet.
Free shipping on everything. Everything.
Website.
Yeah, what was it? Get Out was put into the running for some award.
Golden Globe.
The Golden Globes. And the studio listed it as a comedy. The fuck? I have not seen the film as of yet. It's on my must-see list. But I'm pretty sure it's not a comedy.
And I love that the response from Jordan Peele, the director, was, "What are you laughing at?"
Yeah, exactly. What is it that you think is so funny?
I think the only thing I found funny was all the parodies of the people doing the run at the camera. Like the montage.
And then his tweet was, "Get Out is a documentary."
Yes. It is, in some ways.
A
He
documentary.
says, "But if I can be honest, this is weird to me. There's nothing funny about... Not, this isn't him, but this is somebody else. There's nothing funny about racism."
Yeah.
That's not true. Everything can be funny in the right context. Everything.
Well, this is true. Cancer and AIDS.
Sorry.
Oh, the alien ate that whole baby word. The alien ate that whole word of babies. Hilarious.
So, sorry, I was
Well,
just laughing.
that's it. I gotta go kill Kinslip. Kinslip. I can't even rage uncontrollably without fucking it up. I gotta kill all of Skinslip's kin. There we go.
I gotta
Who's
kill
laughing now?
Skin.
I gotta slip off Skinslip's skin. Wow, that's a fucking tongue twister.
That's what she
Sorry,
said.
I was just laughing because I was looking up where that episode was, and it's in season 6, and I was just looking up how many other great episodes are in season 6.
Oh god, like all of them?
Yeah, one of my favorite scenes from The Simpsons, the one that never fails to make me laugh, is it's the one when Sideshow Bob rigs the election and becomes mayor.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then they're, was it Bart and Lisa are investigating, and they go to meet with the informant.
Oh
He's
yeah.
like, all in this. Homer just raises a beep. Hi, Mr. Smithers. Like headlights. And
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I just loved how he just ruins the mystique
Yeah, like
in like
instantly.
2 seconds. Yeah, what are some of the other ones? The Bart and Lisa playing hockey one in season 6.
Mm-hmm.
Which is funny because I thought that was an earlier one, but I guess not.
Yeah.
I think the only thing I really didn't like from early Simpsons was the Who Shot Mr. Burns.
That was actually the season 6 as well. That was the season ender.
I thought that was stupid.
Really? It was kind of done in vein of those, Who Shot
Well,
JR kind of things.
It was a direct reference to the whole Who Shot JR
Yeah.
thing. It was kind of a little homage / parody of.
But the parody was just as bad as the fucking original.
So they did it good then.
Oh, or another favorite of
As a
mine.
matter of fact, isn't it at the end of that episode where it actually cuts to Bobby Ewing coming out of the shower and his
No,
wife
you're thinking of
saying,
Family Guy.
God damn it! I'm getting all my stuff mixed up tonight.
Now you're just crossing shows, not even like.
See, it would have been perfect to have that at the end of that Simpsons episode.
Like, are you okay?
That Simpsons episode. It's 2 Simpsons episodes.
You have. It was to it. It was season 6 ending. Season
Yeah, it was season 8 cliffhangers. So I have it at the end of the concluding episode of the 2-parter. Is that a little clearer for you now? Does that make more sense now? Okay.
Yes.
Another favorite of mine in season 6 is the one where Homer gets accused of sexually harassing the babysitter,
Oh god, and then
and then he does the interview with the clock in the background, just jumping all over the place with all the edits.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
Well, and I love how they were doing the TV movie dramatization of it, starring Dennis Franz as Homer Simpson.
Like running down the cat. It's like, Mr. Simpson, that's a living creature. I don't care. It's just like so ridiculous.
What season was the Lisa's a Vegetarian Thanksgiving episode?
That was earlier on, I think.
That's like one of my favorite episodes. It's still good. It's still good.
I was just gonna say.
Oh, it's a flying pig.
I know.
It's just a little airborne. Yeah.
It's still good.
Oh, one of our favorites, Sean, in season 6, as well as Marge's Fear of Flying.
Oh yeah.
I actually remember watching that with you.
Yeah.
I think I showed it to you the first time you saw it.
It's entirely possible, yeah.
Or maybe we both saw it. I can't remember.
Might have just seen it when it aired.
And when
like Homer's just looking for a button to push, then bam.
Another favorite
is
the Simpsons go to Japan because Homer is like Mr. Clean over there or whatever.
Yeah,
he like grabs a plane when they're like flying away.
I don't understand. They must have just stolen my face. There's no other explanation. Mr. Sparkle! Mr. Sparkle!
That's from season 8.
Yes.
That's from season 8? Okay.
That's a great one, Mr. Sparkle. And I was so glad when they made like a whole level of the Simpsons game based around the mythology of Mr. Sparkle. And you had to beat up like the dirt creatures and stuff, and it was great.
Another favorite moment is the Camp Krusty, Mr. Black videotape where they Mr. Black every time he says a different name.
I love the end of that one.
I was gonna say,
okay,
oh yeah, the montage.
The happiest place on earth, Tijuana.
I was gonna say, I love in the Japan one. My favorite little gags is with Homer when he just walks through all the rice paper doors instead of sliding them open.
Oh yeah,
like, oh, here's our room. Throws his bags through the closet door, rips into the bathroom.
Oh,
that's a good one.
So culturally ignorant.
Oh, the stone cutters. That's another one I remember watching with you.
Oh, yes. Remove the stone of shame. Woo! And attach the stone of triumph. Oh.
It's like struggling to get traction. It's just like
the stone of triumph is like 10 times bigger than the stone of shame.
Like, one of my favorite gags is when he gets to work and he's like navigating all the way through the parking lot and gets to his parking spot, and then Bart's just in the backyard. Hi, Dad.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, why did he even drive to work?
He just climbed over the fence.
Exactly.
Major Mtoko mentions Mr. Plow. Another great episode.
Mr. Plow, that's my name. That name again is Mr.
Make
Plow.
way for Snow King!
Yeah, actually, I always like the stuff when Homer's looking at the different cars. Put it in H!
Was it the Mexican car or whatever it was?
It was like from some Yugoslavian or like Soviet bloc country.
Oh yeah, it's like, what country did you say this was from? It doesn't exist anymore.
It no longer exists.
That's right.
I like the Canyonero.
Yes.
Canyonero. The Canyonero recurred a few times, I remember.
Or the one when Lisa's when they're at the auto show. Lisa watches the crash test where the dummies like go flying through the windshield, and then the one guy's like crawling away. Hey, that's not a dummy. This is disclosed.
That's right.
Isn't there like an episode where like someone's injured and he performs surgery and throws the guy's spleen, the spleen blows up or something like that? I swear that's a Simpsons gag.
Sounds about right, because a lot of things explode or catch fire in The Simpsons.
Like cornflakes.
Takes the bowl, pours the cornflakes, pours the
Boom.
bowl, catches on fire.
Well, like the other ones, like he punches a hole in the microwave, like through the glass to put the thing in, and then it sets on fire.
I've seen that as a meme around all over the place, as when I try to make dinner.
Yep.
And then, like, Homer reading Mr. Burns' messages. You have 30 minutes to move your car. You have 10 minutes to move your car. Your car has been towed. Your car has been crushed into a cube. You have 30 minutes to move your cube. It's like, maybe not wait to give them all the messages at once.
30 minutes to move your cube.
I don't know why I find that so hilarious, but
it's just like Mr. Burns he's just sitting there helplessly, can't do anything now.
That's right. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Cantaloupe Skis says, Dr. Herbert, this man's appendix is about to burst. Throws it into the background, explodes. There it is.
Yes, that's it.
That's what it was.
What episode is that from? I want to revisit that random fucking moment.
Sorry, that Dr. Herbert. I did that as Dr. Nick.
Yes.
Yeah, Dr. Nick wouldn't know how to remove an appendix. Dr. Hibbert, so jovial.
Where there's the one when Homer owes money to Patty and Selma, so he becomes a limo chauffeur.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then he doesn't actually have a license to do it. So, like, Officer Wiggum pulls him over. And I forget who he has in the back or something. He's like, hang on to something. And then it's like this dramatic music. And you just hear the engine. Pulls back. And he's still sitting right there beside Wiggum. And he's like, well, because you attempted to make a getaway in park, I'm going to go ahead and assume you don't have a license.
God.
We could reminisce about The Simpsons forever. There are that many episodes.
Yes.
30 years.
30 years. I'm glad they're finally continuing the DVDs. I'm definitely going to jump on those.
Yeah.
We did predict that they would probably bring them back eventually when fans
30 years.
Wind enough.
Yeah.
But no, that's... Well, because it didn't make any sense. Because, I mean, other Fox adult... Like, well, I say adult, but, you know, mature sitcoms like Family Guy and American Dad still get DVD releases. I mean, there was no reason for The Simpsons to stop. So, I'm glad that they're continuing them. And at the very least, right through season 20.
And there's that... The episode where they get the Slurpee that makes them, like, see visions and shit.
Oh, that's a great one.
That's my favorite episode.
Not Slurm, that's the other show. What the fuck was it called? The Slurm was,
I just love when you see all the colors swirling and it has, like, the imposed, like, Apu just laughing maniacally. Such a crazy drug trip.
Good shit.
Yeah, and that's the episode where Homer finds $20 under the couch because he was looking for peanuts, and or for a peanut that fell out of the jar.
See, there was a few references to the Squishies being perhaps not very good for you. I remember, I think one of the earliest references to that was where Bart was like talking to somebody about something, and then Nelson's like disembodied head just suddenly appears next to him and goes, ha ha. And then you're like, what the hell? And then it cuts to at the Quickie Mart. It's like, oh my goodness, this boy is having an out-of-body experience. He overdosed on Squishy.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
And then Nelson's just on the floor.
He's like twitching.
It's like twitching. And
when Homer gets super fat and wears a muumuu and they can't push buttons on his phone.
Oh, God. And he gets the drinking bird to just keep pressing yes. And then it falls over.
Yeah, it's like, you gotta warn the plant. And then just dee-dee-dee. The fingers you've used to dial are too fat. To obtain a special dialing wand, please mash the keypad now. That's another sort of Simpsons / Futurama trope I've always liked, is the plays on the automated messages.
Ah, yes.
I remember Futurama had the one like that with the one with the revolving restaurant that crashed.
Oh,
that,
yeah.
Leela and them were on. And Fry's like, I'm going to call the restaurant and see if they left yet. Dee-dee-dee. The number you have dialed has crashed into a planet. Please make a note of it.
I remember in the Dilbert cartoon, they did a thing on that, too, where Dilbert's on hold, waiting for the right option to press. And he's like, don't distract me. I'm trying to hear what the options are. And then the others are like talking, and it's like, oh, I didn't hear that one. That might have been the one. It's like, no, that's not the one. You think it's the one, but it's not the one. It just like keeps going, like he's going through all the different options and endless navigation through menus.
Was it the Simpsons had one like that too, and Bart has to call 911. I think because like Sideshow Bob's after him, and he gets like it's like a hotline to choose different things. It's like,
oh,
this is happening. It's like, if you're being murdered or calling from a rotary phone, please stay on the line. He just randomly hits keys. You have selected regicide. If you know the name of the king or queen being murdered, press 1.
Oh, that's right. Regicide. That's great.
It's like 911. It's like 911 as movie phone.
Okay. I think we could talk about Simpsons all night. We should probably call it a night. Have yourselves a wonderful night, everybody. Thanks for coming out. By the way, I start nights next week, so...
Merry Christmas!
And I'm not off on weekends. I do get weekends off again sometime in the middle of December. So maybe...
Hey, we will be able to do Christmas.
Yeah, we should be able to do Christmas. I like start getting weekends off, I think... when is it here? Yeah, like the 23rd. I think is when I get Saturday off again. So right
just
before
don't make any
December
promises
25th.
to actually like do gaming videos or twitching streams.
No promises. I will do shit when I do it.
You're going to do that instead. You never do.
Yes. So just follow me everywhere, and you'll know when I'm doing stuff. There you go. Yeah. So
I'm disappointed in him as well.
I mean, I'm just gonna say, at the moment, don't expect me to be doing much of anything because I'm currently up to my eyeballs in editing MMC Retro episodes. So that's gonna be occupying my time for at least the next week, and then yeah, and then whatever. And there is more stuff in the pipeline. It's just a matter of when I can get around to it. So there's only so many hours in the day between work and sleep and the need to masturbate furiously. All right, have yourselves a great week. Yes, it's only good if it's furious. I hate myself.
That's what Fast and Furious is about. Oh, okay.
God damn.
That's right. Fuck me like I hate me. All right.
It's really funny watching the Twitch stream but not having the audio playing on it. Because I just saw you talking, you're like
I was doing the same thing. I was waiting
out of nowhere.
Yeah, I knew it was coming. So I knew it was coming. So
all right.
Good night, everybody.
Anyway, have yourselves a good night. And we'll see you when we see you. So, yeah, so probably no SNI next week. I don't know, maybe. We might just move it to another night temporarily. I will have Thursdays off for the next few weeks. So maybe we'll do Thursday night InSaNiTy.
That would just be insane.
That's true. And we'll still call it Saturday Night InSaNiTy because I don't feel like changing the title.
Good. That's perfect.
All right.
I
had steak and garlic and with extra garlic and more garlic today, so hence all the farts. Have yourselves a great week. We'll see you next time, whenever that is. Until then, thanks for chatting, and sayonara.
Penis.
Yo.
Oh, fuck, that's not a fart. All right. Later, everybody.